Today's back to school spot, we're having a look at the Dudley The Claw. This would be the older brother of Claw Mini, the little mini claw. For use with bikes, snowboards, skateboards, ski equipment, backpacks, and more. This is an absolutely cool new way to approach the lock system. Now, who didn't have bike locks growing up? I had a bike lock, although mine was really ghetto. I had the chain, the one that secured no bike whatsoever. I mean, anyone could cut that with probably a pair of scissors. I know that you can't cut it with a pair of scissors. But, and then there was also the corded bike locks. I didn't have the bike locks like that. I still had the old chains. This comes to us from the good folks over at Dudley. School standard since 1922. That's older than a lot of us. I know it's older than me. On the back, where to secure your stuff. Suggested uses: use the claw for locking stuff like bikes, snowboards, bags, backpacks, skateboards, ski equipment, small boats, and all sorts of other outdoor equipment to posts, fences, racks, or any other fixed point. And don't worry, Spot will show you that when we get this opened up. If it doesn't get easier than this, how to use it: feed the cable through or around the stuff you wish to secure. Feed the claw and A through the looped end of the cable. Secure the claw to the fixed point. Of course, Spot will show you all of that in a second. The claw resistant, if you are worried, it is cut resistant. It is a 3 foot by 8 millimeter, 100% steel braided cable. Self-coiling, recoils for portability, and it's weather tough, weather resistant lock body and cable. It has a limited lifetime warranty, and if you are interested in checking out more from the good folks over at Dudley, you can go to www.dudleylock.com. Dudley Lock. What I am going to do is take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the claw. Don't go anywhere, there's more to come. So, having a look at the claw, as you can see, it's self-recoiling, so it's fairly easy to store. In fact, for how long the cord is, keeping it compact and keeping it filed away, keeping it when you're not using it, is very easy to do. It's at 3 feet of cabling. One side is a loop. One side, which I really like, is more of a handcuff style. It's very durable, and it looks like there's absolutely no way you're going to access that. Certainly cutting through this is going to be next to impossible. There are two ways that you can use the claw, two of the ways that you can use the claw. You get 2 keys, you get a pair of keys. One key you could keep on your keychain, and one key you could keep in your locker or what have you. But to operate it, there is a key port, a little keyhole on the side there. So what you can do is one of two things. If you are looping this through something, you could take the looped end, and feed it through the claw portion of the lock. So you're essentially looping it to itself, like so. If this would be, say, your bike or whatever else you want to loop it around, and then the claw part, the actual locking part, you take a key. Helps if you actually put the key in the right way. Turn it, and it will unfasten the lock. You can then lock this onto a pole. If you're going to be locking your bike for school, lock it around a pole. Take the key out, and you're going to have a secure lock. It's not going to go anywhere. The other thing you can do, depending on where you are located and you just don't have access to a pole, is that you can take the key, once again the key to unlock the claw, and you can lock it to itself, like so. Either way though, I like the idea of the claw. I think it's a new way to approach a lock, because I know when I was younger, again, I had the ghetto chain lock, but for me, the hardest part was trying to find a way to loop it around a pole. You know, I would wrap it a couple of times, wrap it around my lock, or wrap it around my bike, and pray that nobody would cut the chain while I was gone. The idea of having this, though, I feel like there's a much more secure fit, especially if you're locking your bike against a pole. for what it is, for the pole, the pole's not going to go anywhere unless somebody tries to rip the pole out of the ground, and that would be an insane idea, not attempted by many. But this, you're at least going to get a secure fit, and it's not going to go anywhere. The claw, by the way, as well, came in a couple of different colors. Spot happened to get it in black. I also picked it up in blue, just to kind of show you guys the differences between the two. It is a really smart idea, though. And one thing that I really want to say, though, is like, especially with like Dudley, what they're approaching this year with their back to school stuff, between like their knapsacks and like these locks, they're finding new ways to approach an old idea. They're just finding new ways to do it. And I think that's such a great idea. This lock, I also kind of feel like a police officer too. I feel like I got a pair of handcuffs here. But for what it is, it's such a smart idea. Taking the idea of a bike lock which we've had for many decades, and just finding a new way to do it. Also, I like the fact too you get 2 keys, so you're not just gonna. Some bike locks sometimes only give you 1 key, and I don't understand why they do that. Because if you, as a kid, you're always likely going to lose 1 key, and the idea that at least you got a backup key is also a really good idea. So today's back to school spot, we're having a look at the big brother to this guy. We're having a look at the Claw from Dudley. A really neat idea for a bike lock. If you are looking to find a way, if you take maybe a bike to school or where you're going, if you want to find a new way to lock a bike, I think the Claw idea is a really neat idea. Certainly stick around though, guys. Spot's got more back to school spots heading your way. I'll see you guys next time.